I suppose my first message would be don't give up. I mean, MPs are, past masters and mistresses at sending the fobbing off letter. So don't be fobbed off. Keep coming back. If you're contacting them by email, do remember to put your postal address, because nothing concentrates MPs' minds more than remembering that the person contacting them is their constituent and therefore has a role in whether or not they get re-elected. Whereas in email, sometimes it's very easy not to remember to put your postal address, so they don't know if you're actually a constituent, and therefore they don't know whether you've got some more influence over their future. I would also say, once the restrictions are lifted and you can actually do face-to-face, then nothing beats having a face-to-face meeting with MPs. And again, it might be the case if you write and say, will you meet me about the Climate Change Act? They might well say no, or they would find some reason why they were so busy. So you might actually say, could you meet me about something completely different, like, I don't know, getting your bins emptied on time? Those are the sort of things that MPs quite like. So you could go along with that as your number one ask, and while you are there, make sure you ask them about the CEE bill as well. But I think that maybe one of the most important things to do is to demonstrate that this isn't just you as one person asking this, to try to be active in whatever groups you are already active in your communities, whether that's school governors or whether it's the Women's Institute or whether it's a rowing club, whatever it is, that sense that the person actually eyeballing their MP is someone who represents a group of interests, and therefore not just one voice, but many voices. I think that can make a difference too. I mean, it is true when it comes to the Conservatives in particular, who have yet to put their name on the line on the bill, that they will be worried about the economic impacts of it, because it challenges their economic ideology of thinking that it's possible to go on having infinite economic growth on a planet of finite resources. And many of those Tory MPs won't actually give you the kind of answer that you want until they know it's safe to do so from their front bench. But that's not an argument to keep pressing them, because the more you press them and the more they know that their colleagues are being pressed on the same issue, then those voices will be being fed up back to the party whips and ultimately to the front bench and the Prime Minister. And so I guess I would just simply say the fact that you're continually getting letters back that seem to be fobbing you off or not being interested doesn't mean that they're not having an impact. They will, and they do, and they stack up. And eventually you don't know which letter it's going to be or which contact is going to be that actually switches things. But things do go in that way. And I noticed Charles Secret in the chat was remembering how, practically all private members' bills that have ever become law will have gone through the process we're describing now, where people do get a bit downhearted and think, well, if my MP isn't sympathetic, then do I need to go and do something else? And the answer is no, you need to do the same thing and more, and get more colleagues alongside you.